It's not that kind of movie.
Okay, no accidents, eh?
No. There we go. Sorry. I can only give you love. There we go. That lasts forever. And a promise to be near each time you call. Get in there, you little bugger. Here we go. And the only heart I own is for you and you alone. Oh, come on now. That's all. That's all. Perfecto. I can only give you country walks in springtime and a hand to hold. Tighten up. Get in there. When leaves begin to fall. And a love's soft burning light to warm the winter nights. That's all. That's all. I am sure there are those that have told you. Well, happy Canada Day, everybody. 2020. Who knew I was going to live this long? I'm about a third of the way across Georgian Bay. I can't see any land in front of me. It's kind of misty this morning. And look at the water, just dead flat calm. It is 8:45. I've been underway since about 20 to 7. So I guess I'm 2 hours into it here. Right? Right. What a beautiful day. Should be able to get into Cape Croker before the big boomers come later on this afternoon. I've got about, I think about 4 hours left. I'm turning 5.1 knots. 5.6 knots on Navionics. Making very good time. Well, good morning. It is July the 2nd. Lovely morning. I'm on my way up to Club Island. I left Wingfield Basin this morning at 9 o'clock. I've been going for about an hour and a half. The wind supposedly is blowing from the west at 10. It kind of comes and goes a little bit. I've got the grinder going. And it's just a wonderful morning. Yesterday, I left Christian Island at about 6:30 in the morning. Got a wonderful photograph of the sunrise, and which I'll get up somehow or another. And my target was to get over to Cape Croker. But the water was so calm, there was absolutely no wind at all. I got about 3/4 of the way there and decided, you know what, forget it, I'm going all the way up to Cabin Head. So I added the extra 20 miles to the trip, which is about 4 hours, 5 hours, something of that nature. Pulled into Wingfield Basin, Gotta check where I'm going here. I'm going the wrong way, son of a gun. Pulled into Cabot Head rather, at Winfield Basin at about 5:15. So it's, oh man, that was 11 hours and 15 minutes sailing. Or not sailing, but power boating. Didn't see another boat all day long, all the way from Christian Island up to Cabot Head. Not one boat. And in at Winfield Basin, where apparently it's a very, very busy spot to anchor, there were only 4 other boats. Now, so far this morning, I've seen one other sailboat here out on the water, and it looks like he's on his way over to Killarney. That's about it. There's no boat traffic at all. I gather there's going to be very few Americans because of all the nonsense going on with COVID, which is fine with me. I don't mind one little bit. I'm going to have to stop at Little Current and get some fuel. Looks like I'm burning about a gallon every 8 or 9 miles. I'll have a real good handle on that as soon as I get up to Club Island. It's going to be a lovely day. It's going to be a short day for me. It's only about 23 miles, so give me some time to get the boat cleaned up and so on. Good afternoon, everybody. It's still July the 2nd, about 20 to 4. I'm in what's called Club Island Harbor, and as you can see, there isn't a soul in here except me, which I find just so hard to believe. Out of thousands and thousands of boats there are at Georgian Bay, there's nobody here, which suits me just fine. Like somebody said to me once, "Oh, guys can't live on it." I'm quite content. This is just spectacular out here. There's no evidence of bears that I've seen yet. Otters, raccoons, not even any evidence of beavers. A few water birds floating around, but that's about it. This place is spectacular, and it's out in the middle of absolutely nothing. I'm east of Manitoulin Island and more or less south of Badgley Island, which is where I'll end up tomorrow. Okay, it's education time. Damn, I hated going to school. Even though grade 3 was probably the best 5 years of my life, I still hated going to school. Anyways, again, I'm still on Club Island, just putting around. And Club Island, as you can see by the shore here, is basically limestone. It's not part of the Canadian Shield, as is the eastern part of Georgian Bay. And you can see, I'll back up a little bit. Limestone is basically a coral reef and coral layers that are millions and millions of years old. And you can see in the rock face here all the different layers. I don't know how old that each layer represents. Can't be as old as me, but probably damn near. So I'm just going to putt down to the shoreline a little farther and show you a little more of this limestone. It's interesting. This is the southeast shore of Club Island, which is east of Manitoulin Island and north of Cove Island, my favorite historic spot on Georgian Bay. You can really see the layers of the limestone. It's quite interesting. Just coming up here, it's all broken up. Hard to believe that all this stone at one time were living things, or was living things. I don't know how you say that one, but it was all coral millions and millions and millions of years ago. And I think these islands could be considered an extension of the Bruce Peninsula. Get off me, fly. And the Bruce, of course, is all limestone as well. And it's all broken up just like the east side of Georgian Bay, except the east side of Georgian Bay is part of the Canadian Shield. And it's all granite. A little bit more colorful. This is pretty gray and blah and so on, but still a great example of the diversity of Georgian Bay, the west side to the east side. Earlier this afternoon, I climbed up to the top of that rather unusual hill, obviously man-made of some kind. Kind of looks like it could use a giant brassiere cup, doesn't it? Anyway, it's got a couple of great shots of the harbor. Somebody has been digging something, and I think it's right where I'm anchored. All of a sudden, the water was 30 feet deep, and it was just perfect, nice and protected around this hook.